Hi, it's Chris Titley here. As part of the Morgan's Conversations, I'm joined by Mike Haywood of LiveHire. Mike, thanks so much.
Good to be here, Chris.
Tell us about LiveHire, the history, the concept, and what it's all about.
Sure, LiveHire is a 7-year-old technology company in Australia. We build talent communities for companies, so basically reserve armies of people that want to work for companies in the cloud. We manage all that live for a lot of the big brands in Australia, including Bupa, KPMG, Telstra Health, General Pants, and it really helps companies flip their recruitment from the traditional, really slow, reactive process of advertising and processing and rejecting applicants to nurturing a community of people that want to work for them. So they've always got people to hire, qualified, interested in them on demand, and it just creates a real sense of fluidity and agility into businesses, which helps them be more productive and grow a lot faster. And for candidates, it helps them really get their next job in a more human way without having to apply to hundreds of jobs and get rejected over and over again.
Mike, you listed relatively early in the time frame of your business, so can you talk about that and how that's made an impact?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you look at empirically, when you look at technology companies, 90% of them don't make it through their third funding round, and so for us, when we started this business, we really wanted to achieve two things. The first thing was product market fit, because when you have product market fit, everything just runs on tune and you start growing the business exponentially and clients are getting a lot of value from it. So you really need to be at that stage of where largely your creation has finished and you're in acceleration mode. And secondly, we really wanted to be through the magical 3 or 4 private funding rounds, so that you know the business is at a mature stage where you can comfortably predict with a reasonable amount of accuracy where the business is going to be, and what you're telling investors is actually turning into reality rather than just being a massive, overcooked expectation. So for us, we hit product market fit about 3 years in. We then realised we'd done 4 private funding rounds, and we realised the next one, the 5th one, would either be another large, significant private funding round or listing. At that point in time, the public market was very open to technology companies listing. We were watching a lot of technologies, some being successful, some being not. And what we did was spent 12 months pretending we were listed. So we put the business into a quarterly cycle, governance, reporting, everything to go with that. And then after the 12-month period, we felt comfortable that, the business was in a really good sync with the development cycle and the commercial cycle. It was very comfortable for us to do, and the markets were still looking favourable towards, that as opposed to being privately funded. So we decided to go on that path, and 18 months later, we've never looked back, and it's been the best decision we've ever done.
And Mike, some great news flow along the way. Can you talk about some of that recent news?
Yeah, so for us, our sole objective is to launch more talent communities for companies, because once we launch a community, and it happens very quickly, literally within hours or days of a company coming on board, they have a talent community live, good talent across the internet are joining, and they're hiring people on demand. So it's up to us to engage companies, convince them to move to proactive recruitment, and then launch a talent community for them. And so for us, we're very much focused on just launching more and more talent communities, and it's like Field of Dreams. Once you build it, they will come. So we're kind of building the baseball stadiums for companies, and then all the talent are coming. So we announce to the market whenever there's a significant client in a new industry vertical with a big brand has joined, and we call them cornerstone clients, because that's really a catalyst for more companies in that same industry to start to join and build that shared ecosystem of talent that all companies in one industry are sort of collaborating and sharing with, rather than fighting over like the traditional recruitment process. Secondly, we also announce when we do particular big implementations with large recruitment houses. So there's about 10 of the biggest recruitment houses of the world control a significant portion of hiring globally, and our technology is really used as a productivity tool for them to place more talent into businesses faster. And so we're actively engaged with 3 of the 10 global RPO companies, and they're actively looking to place LiveHire into clients and run talent communities as a managed service. So we do announce to the market when a new RPO company or has come on board as an alliance partner or is continuing to win more and more contracts. So they're really the catalysts for international growth and pushing into new verticals that the market is really looking to see that the ecosystem is reaching that critical mass and getting good market penetration.
Mike, I hear you're a pretty good surfer. Is that true?
Done it for maybe 15, 20 years, so probably surf better than I can walk at the moment. But I got away for a few waves just a couple of weeks ago, but I had to drive about 4 hours. We were 12 hours up north, and I had to drive 4 hours round trip over corrugated gravel at 3 a.m. to get to reception to have a board meeting from a payphone. So I'm equally committed to the business as I am for getting away.
Dedication. Mike, always a pleasure having a chat. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Chris. Good chat.